Hello there, everybody. This is Dazed, back once again for a new project to go along with my two other unfinished ones. I thought that was a good idea for some reason. But, today I'm going to be starting on, Machinarium, obviously, as you can probably read the title, but bigger than that, I am going to be doing, I'm going to be playing the games from the Humble Indie Bundle 2. I got it a while ago, when it first was available, and I was bored, and I noticed that I had all the games on my desktop, so, I thought, you know what? I think this will be a good thing to do. Get a bunch of little indie games shown to people, even if a lot of these have risen above and beyond to become a bit more mainstream, such as the first of the series, Machinarium. It's a point-and-click game by the same people who did Samorost and Samorost 2, which I've also done. Those were great games. This is a stupendous game. I mean, I love it a lot. I beat it when it first came out. I purposely have been holding myself back from doing it again. These are cute little bird things, but yeah, I just wanna, it's gonna be semi-blind. I like doing things blind for some reason. I think it provides a cooler reaction and stuff, but I'm doing this for reasons I have explained. Here we go. And we've got the little intro that takes forever. Gammons, intro that takes forever. And we've got the little garbage truck over here, spitting out our main character. Now this is basically the tutorial of the game, if you couldn't tell, because it says in fairly large letters where they want you to click. But a few features of this game, which I'm going to explain, is that this is a point-and-click game. However, there's a twist. You can only interact with stuff that is within your reach. That can get a bit annoying at some points, but you know how these things work. It's kind of expected that it's going to be a bit annoying. But yes, this little robot guy here is looking for his arm and his leg, and he is looking for his dolly. And another thing you can do is you can do this and extend and retract yourself, which is kind of weird. It's a cool gimmick, I suppose. But yeah, you can reach things that you couldn't normally reach if you extend yourself, and you can also get shorter if you want to. So let's get the little dolly back to the little mousy thing, who will give us our leg, thus giving us increased mobility. Let's take this little magnet thing here. Oh yes, I should probably explain hint functions. Every level, you get one hint. If you want a full walkthrough, they have included it. However, if you want to view the walkthrough, you must play an annoying little minigame that is really slow, and that if you mess up with, you have to go back to the very beginning. They're just mean with the whole help thing. It's kinda, yeah. But this is a hard game. I'm gonna give it to you now. Samorost was easy. This is hard. Expect massive failures, expect some cutting after I explain some puzzles, because really it takes me like 10 minutes to get some puzzles. Sad, I know, but so be prepared for that. I'm trying to make this like a walkthrough type thing, so I don't want to. I want to show the solutions without spending 20 videos on it. So, but here, let us pull out the little magnet rope from our mouths And we're going to toss it over and let it slide into the pool, where by pure random happenstance we will fall upon his hand. I mean, it really could have been anything, but you know. And also, he kind of throws away anything after he's done using it, which is annoying because a lot of the stuff could be used in other situations. But you know. And now we're walking all the way back to this giant mechanoidian city over here. Oh, and there's a police officer following us for some yet as unexplained reason. Although he does not seem to have noticed us. He seems fairly intent upon his rounds. It appears that he is asking for access, and he has gained it, and we must wait for his incredibly slow walking all the way across the bridge. And here we go. So now we have control of him. Now you can get really tall, really short. Thought I'd show that off. Now, as a warning, if you make him too tall or too short and try to make him walk places, he walks extremely slowly. It's kinda dumb. So, let us also ask for access into the city. Oh, no robots allowed, apparently. Which is odd. Now, the logical thing to do in this situation is to eat a traffic cone, I guess. That was just kind of throw the rest of them into the abyss over there. Ooh, a paint can. Now, oh, there seems to be a thing of paint over here. So let us dump this thing of paint over here into that thing of paint over here. And now we have a nice bluey color. Oh, yes, I remember now. You dunk the hat into the solution in order to feebly attempt to make yourself look like a officer of the law. I'm not really sure what his motivation is here, but gosh darn it, we're gonna do it. And here we have a little bit of busy work. Climb up, take the step below you, put it in the slot above you. A lot of people I know never figured out this part, which I suppose says something about how hard the game is, but really I think that part at least was fairly self-explanatory. But a lot of people I know didn't get past this. And let us combine it to make a fairly ramshackle helmet, to be sure, but it looks good enough. Maybe good enough to fool the lesser programming of Mr. Robot up here? Apparently it was enough to fool the lesser programming of Mr. Robot up there. Or maybe he's just letting us by and he needed a fairly reliable excuse to do it. He might be a nice guy and he's just trying to help us out here, but oh yeah, watch out for the oil slick of the guy. And here we have another fabricated puzzle that could have been easily avoided if he had been paying attention. We're going to come across a lot of those in this game. And in my opinion, this is the most obtuse puzzle in the game. After this, it becomes much easier for me. But it took me hours to figure this out. I don't know why. I don't understand it either. Alright, let's put this here so we can control the Mr. Lever guy from down there. But anyway, if you pull the lever, you get little radishes in a cupboard going down here. Not cupboard, cart. There we go. I'm not good with words some days. But this goes down here, and we want to get in the door. And to do that, we must find some way to go with the cart. Now, we can't do this in any of the obvious ways. No, we have to go in some really hideously complicated way. And I never figured out the logic to this puzzle, so I'm just going to tell you the solution. It's 2A. Just go to 2A and be done with it. There probably is a logical way of figuring it out, but I just kind of found it. Because 2A was like my second guess, so after 1A. And if you haven't guessed yet, we're trying to get this little yellow thing, which will prove to be useful. And that guy is fairly clumsy, I don't know. And you have two choices of where to place this. I think you want to place it on the right-ish track. Yeah, I'm saying it's right-ish. And then you pull it, and you knock it over. Are those? They look kind of like prunes to me, actually. Although why robots are importing prunes, I am unsure. And now, we're being pushed in. And here we're actually getting into the main plot. If you can call it that. It's basically there in the background. And then this guy thought bubbles. So yeah, he's a jerk, and he's beating up on him, and crushing his sandcastles, and getting extremely fat over here. I mean, he's gained like 5 times his own body weight there. I hope he'll be able to fit into the pipe there. His circumference looks actually about equal. Barely fits. And here we go, into the third puzzle-ish area-ish thing. So, there's a lot of stuff you can do here. You can exchange an old cart for a new one, which I have yet to find a reason for. I guess it's just for realism, I suppose. But anyway, this is a clue of what you're supposed to do. You want to get in, you want to get picked up, and you want to get dropped off over on the ledge over here, where you can do stuff. It kind of gives away the solution. I didn't see that the first time around, so yeah. But before we do any of that, we want the little key over here. And then, I don't know, I think we want to press the button. Yes. And over here, you can control this little crane. So, I'm going to show you what this does. It picks up stuff, and it dumps it into these fiery inferno. So we have to find a way of getting picked up without being dumped into that fiery inferno. Which basically means reversing the polarities of these three things right here. So you want it to go around and down and around. Fairly simple if you read this. And we want to get in, so make yourself medium height before you walk. That's something I found annoying about this game. You have to have timing. So click here. And then we use the key that we have obtained from over here to unlock this. Now, can we pick this up again? No, we can't. It just stays there. It's weird. But anyway, what we want to do is we want to reverse these two thingies. And that guy doesn't really care about his personal safety, because he just kinda... Although, I don't think robots have pain sensors, so... I don't think these robots have pain sensors. It would be kinda weird if they did. So yes, let's see what happens once we have reversed the wiring. And you will see that it has messed a few things up here. Darn it, I walked well tall. That will get slightly annoying. I can tell. So anyway, we want to fix these. And by fix, I mean sabotage. Sabotaging FTW. Come on! Walk faster! I know you are freakishly abnormally tall, and as such your little legs are put under lots of strain, but still. Okay, but I still think that we want this combination. Yeah. So yes, let's press the button, and let's hurry on over here. Come on, and we got it. Okay. And we'll be picked up, and again we need a bit of timing. We want to jump into there. Are we going? Yes, we are. And here's where the plot really heats up. We've got two bad-looking dudes over here. And this bad-looking dude is spitting poons into that bad-looking dude's can. And they're turning it into a bomb. And we're explaining that both of these guys are jerks. Because that is important to the overall plot, because it's actually a whole psychological thing. It has a subliminal message in it about it's talking about like childhood trauma and the dangers of bullying and all of that, and about but anyway, they're jerks, remember that. And we were caught, and we must find a way to alleviate that. It seems that we are in jail. Well, pooh. I don't think there's anything we can do about this. We have obviously been caught by the long arm of the law, and we must do our time. So, while I sit around and chat with this poor fellow over here, I think we're gonna be done for this video. We got a bit done. We kinda got out of our imprisonment at the dump, and we have moved all the way back into this swanky cell over here. So, until next time, guys, this was Deishta, this is Machinarium, and I will see you later-ish. Most awesome way to end a video ever, I know. Yeah, bye guys.